put it in, and then blow dry it. If you want more hair, put some more in. I mean, it's proven to actually give you that hair for that. They've clinically tested outside of our, we're not saying it, another lab is saying it does it. And I've got people, these two, this is the combo for like baby fine hair. Put the one in, layer it in, put as much as you want in. And you'll know when you don't like to feel the hair anymore, but I haven't really hit that point where it's way too much. So I like to tell people this is a one-use bottle so we can sell more product. Oh, just keep using it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all about retail sales, right? Come on. If you find any clips later, would you return them? Would you bring them back? I'll take out the ones I can find, but the rest are up to you. It's actually starting to look real pretty. Have you ever done that? Started enough to start a style, and then you look in there and like you find a pin in there you left in there, and like, oh, one more. I was almost done. Make sure they're cool. I know that's kind of a normal thing people probably know, but half of the setup of a style is the hot air. But even on your blow dryer. But when you want something to really stay in, like your volume or a roller, just once you're done, turn it on that cold setting. Just sit there until it's almost no heat left at it whatsoever. It'll stay 4 times longer forever. But once we drop it out when they're hot, they just start cooling and getting longer and flatter really fast. So if you want some, even with your blow dryer as well, cool it down all the way. You got pretty hair. It's weird not to work with a mirror sometimes. You know, you're like seeing yourself in the mirror. Like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, I want to look at that.
Yeah, we'll show you.
Is that better?
There you go.
Hey,
there you go.
Yay.
That's the man in front of my mirror. He's the man in the mirror.
There you go.
Awesome. Oh, wow. The waves was great.
Just a real nice pattern too, but it doesn't just all in one direction. It's kind of fall all over itself there. I think that was okay. Real quick, really pattern.
Nice to shine.
Test your body goes at the top. So let's make it pretty. Let's make it unpretty. Make it a little volume. Have you guys used this product yet? Yeah. Oh, I love it. I like this camera. We could just kind of do the little, public service announcements.
Do you also use that much?
Yeah, I waste a lot of product. I got a whole bunch on the shelf. I have to go get more. It's cool. Yeah, plus you waste a lot of product that your clients think you're supposed to, so they do too. It's really good. It's all good for them. Real pretty.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm not going to put any there. And then the ends, like the ends, the ends are they're just kind of fall out straight. They're not curled. Real pretty. That's just like, so you just kind of just touch it so they have some shape to them, so they're not just a stick straight piece, and then just release them and just kind of those little kick outs. Beautiful. Very good. We'll bring her back and do a little braid on her later, but. How bouncy that is. I'm doing it. dog was in town. Ooh, that good haircut. Can you show, like, oh, there you go, that's good. Wow, that's awesome. I think we're done. What I'm showing you here is not something I would really ask you to do in the shop. It's not really realistic to sit there and do this. But what I'm showing you is this is kind of how I want to cut it. I want to just basically make every single thing the same length. I was going to cut him really short, but he has a pretty good curl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just kind of pick up a little square at a time, cut it, perfect, grab a piece of the next one, and just kind of move square to square, just kind of like hop around the head. And the reason I kind of thought of this, I was working with this, not necessarily like having it pinned up like this, but just the patterning of itself, is that there's a haircut called short round layers. That's just kind of the classic haircut. And does anyone know what I mean by that? It was basically you'd cut the hair like in a pie section. And you would start with one section, then kind of cut down the shape of the head, and you'd move to the next section, and then you'd take a little piece of, and you're working around the head, trying to make everything even. So far, so good? But as you kept going, we tend to push a little bit, push a little bit, and push a little bit. So you get back here, by the time you got back to the first section, your last section is about a half inch longer than the section you started with, because we just kind of added a little bit all the way around. So I figured if I just kind of cut one section, and then kind of to the next section, you know what I mean? Then it's not really pushing. I can go in any direction and just grab it. So I'm not really taking this section and moving it to this side. I'm actually taking this one, matching these two. These two are matching these two, and so on. So that way it's going to be more of an even cut. Just it's simple, but again, you don't have to section it like this. This is more just a show and tell kind of thing. I'm going to just spray it down a little piece and just do one, and I'll drop them out myself. But again, I'm sloppy usually with my men's cutting. I just kind of get in and move into my next section. Well, there you go. Water bottle. Let's start with the top section here. Wet all these down real fast. Does anybody have any questions or anything with men's cutting, or any questions about anything that maybe we just talked about while I'm playing around? Come on, any products that you really love? Whose favorite product? Anybody? Come on. Give me a
I like texturizing body boost. It's my favorite.
Texturizing body boost. Anybody?
I love everything.
Everything.
That's the powder. You like the
She
powder.
wins. Yeah, I like texturizing body boost too. It's pretty fun stuff.
That's the powder that you're using.
Yeah, is there any product that you're like, oh, I wish I knew how to use that product? If this is a perfect chance, if you have a product you have sitting on someone else's station, or something you want to learn more about, or you don't know how to use it, or you've done it and it became gummy or anything like that, so maybe there's a way or nothing like that?
The prime.
The prime is...
Prep prime.
Where do we have that? It's right here somewhere. The styling prep?
Yes.
The styling prep.
Styling prep. It's just a pre-spray. It's a little bit of a detangler. It just kind of neutralizes the hair, gets it all even. I guess it's based on kind of like makeup. I guess there's a primer. You put on your little primer first before you put your base on. Makes your base smoother, makes everything better. It's like a whatever you're going to do. That's what this is. So it's like a, I put actually in his hair. Just put a little bit in the hair, and then whatever, it just kind of enhances whatever you're going to put on top of it. And if nothing else, it's a real light cutting spray. It's a real light detangling spray. It's a great spray. I mean, I heard one person say, hey, we don't sell water, but we use water, all the time. So something like this might be a nice little thing to where you, a little pre-cutting spray on a man's haircut.
Did you say it's equivalent to the catalyst?
I don't know, let's ask that.
Similar to the catalyst?
Similar to the catalyst?
No.
No, catalyst really was meant to talk to into another product. This is actually a layer type product that is like different fiber that you use on the hair. So the stylist is standing on my chair, you first spray some of the hair to move your cutting motion, and then it acts as almost that primer for the base and put on top of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it enhances what you're going to add to it.
It equalizes the process in there.
A little bit of that is one of the things